Hello, fellow Sierra Leoneans. Before I continue with whatever the purpose is for this video, I first of all want to say today is a sad day for us as Sierra Leoneans because we have lost a very, very important person in Sierra Leone. Someone that was there when we really needed help. A father, a son, and a husband who sacrificed his own life in order to make sure that other Sierra Leoneans or non-Sierra Leoneans stay alive. He never fears. He gave what he had promised Sierra Leoneans when he said, I want to become a doctor. I want to help cure my people. I want to help cure mankind. Even though as we face the most and terrible challenges, he never blinked his eyes and say, no, this one is above me. I will not do this. No. He stayed firm. He stayed to the cause because he is so passionate for what he does. And he is so passionate to help his fellow countrymen. Therefore, he gave everything he could to save our lives. The lives of our brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, daughters, sons, grandfathers, grandmothers, you name it. He devoted his life to help save our people. And today, we have lost him. We have lost Dr. Khan. This is terrible. As Sierra Leonean, it was a shock for me as well, and I believe for the whole country. Because who was there else when we needed help? He was the one. So to his family, I would want you to be proud of who Dr. Khan was and the way he died. Sierra Leone will never forget him. Therefore, let us pray for him, that he will be with God in heaven, among the good people. Dr. Khan, we're going to miss you. R.I.P. Now, my fellow Sierra Leoneans, as you know, since the outbreak of this Ebola, for those who don't know the story about what is the reason behind the multiple cases of Ebola we are having in Sierra Leone? Some of you don't know the real story. So today, I'm here to bring some of it to light. Sierra Leone is not a place like in the modern world where we have technology, we have television station, where your prime ministers or your presidents can send a message and everyone in every corner of your country will receive that message. Sierra Leone is not like that. Sierra Leone has only a TV channel that is available in the capital city of Freetown and not beyond that. So this is why it's so difficult to pass on messages when there is a state of emergency all over the country. The only way to do it is by sending people, sending messages to different sectors or different districts. And then these people in this district, in the medical sector, have to try their level best to visit every single village where they can in order to pass messages. And by doing so, it takes time. But let's forget about the technology. Sierra Leone is a country. We are all one people, but at the same time we are still divided based on political groups. Being APC, being SLPP, being PMDP, you name it. We are divided. And like any other country, Sierra Leone is not exempted, where you have oppositions who want to come to power. Therefore, every opposition all over the world always do their level best to tarnish the character of a certain party. So this was the case, and I must say this with all honesty. The people of Sierra Leone are in denial in most places that Ebola doesn't exist, because there are certain people who make them believe that. There are certain leaders who call themselves leaders who are passing on the wrong message to their people that Ebola doesn't exist. This is just a framework of a government who is trying to scare people away or get money from donors and also from Sierra Leoneans. This is a message that they spread all over the country. And most of you who are even in the diaspora can agree to this, because most of you have shared the same mentality that this is just a way of getting money. So now let me put some sense into your brain. I will start with the story of our Honorable Dr. Sylvia Blyden. When Dr. Sylvia Blyden posted on her Facebook about the Ebola, who were the people that was very, very angry at her for doing that? APC, right? The APC supporters were very, very angry for Mrs. Blyden leaking out the story. That is point number one. Why were they angry? If they wanted to rip people off, if they wanted to have money from donors, why would they angry for Mrs. Blyden to leak out the news about the Ebola? So that means they were hiding it, right? So if you want to make money out of people, how will you hide something? Wouldn't you want it to come out so that people will get scared and you can make money? Come on, let's think. We all know. And even me, I was one of the people who was very happy that she did. And I was defending her because I knew she did it in the interest of all Sierra Leoneans. She knew about the disease. She already learned about the disease. So she knew the more we wait, the more this thing will become very difficult to contain. So therefore she came out public. Everyone was angry. Everyone in the APC party, most people were very, very angry. I was happy she did, because she did the right thing. The only thing I was opposed is how she did it. That was my take. That she did it in a public website. I don't know the reason why she did it. So this is part number one that will show you that this is not a work of a sitting government who want to rip their people off. Okay? And up till now, till today, that Dr. Khan has passed away, Dr. Sylvia Blyden is still going through that process of stress, molestation, you name it. So why would a president and his cabinet want to make money off people? Does that make sense to you? Well, let's forget about that. Let's come now to the main issue. These people who are passing on messages to their families and relatives saying that this is not real, it's just the government who want to get money of these people. these are the people who are responsible for the spread of Ebola. These are the people who convince their own people not to believe the existence of Ebola. Because why? Because they know when the Ebola gets out of control, people will be very, very angry at the sitting government. And then they will be scoring political gains. I am not calling names here of who did it or who are doing it. But all I'm saying, every Sierra Leonean in Sierra Leone knows that, because it is the same news over and over. So you are responsible for the death of so many people. You should be ashamed of yourself to take this thing very carelessly because of political gains. Are you human? And you want to lead a country called Sierra Leone? If you are denying your people the right to live, how would you call yourself? It's a shame that we as Sierra Leoneans are so eager, in the sense that we manipulate stories just because we want to put blame on someone. But then you take that news, send them to you people then, we people then at the villages then, tell them say, na lie na sick no more than can put power na, for them get money from international donors then. And you fail to realize that these people are people who listen to you. These are people who believe in you. These are people who can kill themselves for you. But will you kill yourself for them? No. Instead, you want them to die so that you can point the finger on somebody. It is a shame. It is a shame that we have to put politics and mix it up with the lives of our people. What will you achieve from that? Let's take for instance your story. You said the government want to kill your people in Kailan. Okay? Because they are not APC. Come on. Kailan was the only district that surprises everyone that they gave a seat to the APC. I think 1 or 2 seats to the APC. Were you not surprised they did it? Didn't they do it because they believe in the government? So why would the same government will want to punish people who like them? Why would they want to do that? But that's what you made them believe. That's what you told them. And because they put their life into your hand, and because they believe you, they buy your story. And then today, see what happened. See what really happened in our country. See how many people have died. If people were not in denial, my fellow Sierra Leoneans, trust me, if they were not in denial, if they could have listened more a little bit to the sensitization, see, not touch person, not care for person who is sick in a house, can go to hospital. Today, Salon will forget this highest death rate on Ebola. I guarantee you that. But because the people don't have proof. Seeing is believing. Now we can say the ministry also do a bad job. They work hard, they did their level best. But when you are in a situation that you know is beyond your control, what do? If you are fighting with someone or a group of people and you know you can't defend yourself, what do? You ask for help. So now, did our Minister of Health ask for help? I don't know. I never heard about that. So there is a share of responsibility of who to be blamed here. One, when it started, we asked our president to close our borders. But he was very sympathetic to our neighbors and couldn't take that kind of action. We the people are to be blamed because we lie to our people. We tell them lie stories about the Ebola, which they believed. So we are responsible for the death of so many people. You who sent that news, you who failed to believe, you who is still in denial, you are responsible for the death and the spread of Ebola in our country, Sierra Leone. Thirdly, the Minister of Health should also share the blame. I can understand that Ebola or any other disease that is so wicked has never been in our country. So we have never got that kind of test in order to check the ability of our Minister of Health. So in that case, when things were very hard, when you know things were not going your way, you could have gone and sit down with the president and ask for help. And let the president let you down. Then you know who's going to carry the blame. But did you do that? I don't think so. So there are so many lapses. But how do we move forward? Today that we have lost Dr. Khan, how do we move forward? How would we make sure that we don't lose another doctor or another nurse? How would we guarantee our people that this thing can be contained? What kind of measures do we need to take? Should they be very aggressive measures? Or should they be just normal measures? So these are the questions we have to ask now. How we move on, how we carry on from here, and make sure that this thing don't go out of control the way it is now. That means everybody collectively, being the president, the Minister of Health, and citizens of Sierra Leone, need to believe, you have to believe that Ebola is here and is here to kill anybody. It doesn't choose if you are SLPP or APC or PMDC or RUF. It doesn't choose nobody, man. So dear, let me put all political ambition apart and seek the interest of our people and tell them, teach them, send a message now to your village, to the least village, and tell them that this Ebola is no more a game. This Ebola has not been sent here by Anes Kuruma. This Ebola has not been sent here by APC or SLPP or PMDC. It is a disease that can kill you when it comes your way. So prevent yourself. Don't shake hands with nobody. Don't hug nobody. Avoid public areas. And to Mr. Government, Mr. President, please, this is too late. You have to make sure that the army and the police are sent out there, also protected, to protect the areas where this epidemic have spread around, so that everybody in those villages or towns can be tested and isolated. Take the measures that are necessary to save lives. Don't wait until it's too late. Now is the time. Act now. Take the measures. We are tired and very angry to see our people dying while they could have lived. So as a citizen, myself and yourself and everybody, stop playing with the lives of our people. Ebola is real and is here to kill, and it doesn't choose anybody. So please, take the measures and listen and stop denying. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope that whatever I've said here makes sense to anybody. If you have questions to ask, as you know, as usual, I'm always there to respond to your questions. Thank you very much. God bless you, and God bless Sierra Leone.